Alright, what's up guys? So in this video I want to talk about how most founders spend years building products nobody wants, but a French founder named Luc quietly cracked the code and used the same playbook to build not one but three separate SaaS apps, each hitting 35k in MRR, with one peaking at $750,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And this guy Luc spent his first 5 years building a SaaS that literally zero people used. So today I'm breaking down Luc's entire system, how he finds validated ideas, how he builds MVPs fast, and the distribution strategy that drives over 60% of all his sales. So this is the exact blueprint he repeated 3 times, and if he had to start over today, it's the first thing he'd do again. So let's get into it. So what is the 5-year failure that changed everything for Luc? During these 5 years, he shipped features into the void, but had no users, no revenue, traction, just building in the dark. And the turning point came when an e-commerce store came to him with real problems. Luc solved it and quickly realized thousands of people had the same issue. That's when his mindset flipped. Stop being a builder, become a problem solver. And that shift is what led to every single W that came after. So speaking of W's, what are the 3 apps that hit 35 to 750k MRR? Number 1 is Infisip, a tool that helped e-commerce brands find the best influencers on Instagram and Snapchat, hit 20k MRR in 2 months. App number 2 is Minia, a product research tool that helps dropshippers and e-commerce brands find winning opportunities. He grew that to 750k MRR within 2 years, entirely bootstrapped, no funding. And app number 3 is DropMagic, an AI tool that creates online stores for beginners, and it's now at 45k MRR in its first 4 months. All 3 were built with the same framework you're about to see. But before that, we need to know how he validates ideas in order. So he starts pretty small. Step number 1 is validate the interest with a newsletter, which I have not heard of before. It's not a product, not a landing page, but a simple mailing list to see if people care. Step number 2 is validate the solution with a no-code prototype. He uses a scrappy version to test if people get value. So you can use Cursor, no-code tools like Bubble, but I would definitely recommend Cursor. Step number 3 is build the real product only after both steps are green. So there's no emotion, no sunk cost fallacy, just milestones and hard proof before writing any real code. So number 4 is the distribution channel, which is the thing that matters the most in all apps. It's the advertising, how you get customers. And this drove 60% of his revenue. This is where Luc separated himself from 99% of the founders watching this video. So he focused on distribution first. And for him, the distribution was YouTube. And you're probably thinking, why YouTube? Well, it's creator-led distribution. Creators already have trust plus attention. Your product slides directly into their audience. I personally did this with my first iOS app, and I got very good results. And I remember checking my phone, and about an hour after the video is posted, my payment notifications are going off because YouTube has higher intent audience, longer attention spans versus Instagram and TikTok. Even a small video that gets like 5 to 20k views on YouTube has large payback, and you're not really relying on TikTok virality either. So long form equals better sales. Creators have time to demo the product, and demo equals conversion. And also, if you do the keyword research right, the video that your influencer posts on YouTube is evergreen, so he still gets signups from 3-year-old videos. I personally started a UGC channel for one of my apps, and because it's a keyword that a lot of people type on Google, that YouTube video is evergreen and pops up on the first page, and I still get customers a couple years later. So number 5 is repurposing long form, shorts, ads everywhere. So for Minia and DropMagic, he worked with over 500 YouTube creators, and 60% of all customers came from this one channel. So how did Luc find creators? It's a 4-step system. Step number 1 is search by keywords. Find videos relevant to your niche. So just type in the keywords on YouTube and study the competitors to see who they're sponsoring. Step number 2 is check 2 core metrics, which is engagement rate. You want it to be at least 10%. That would be views divided by subs, and 100+ comments per video is a good rule of thumb. Number 3 is check sponsor history. If a brand sponsored a creator multiple times, it means the creator drives real return of investment, and if brands don't return, then just skip them. And number 4 is outreach. He runs a 7 email sequence plus DMs on IG plus Twitter, and every email has a different angle. And number 5 is deal structure. He always gives creators 2 offers. Number 1, higher upfront, lower commission. Number 2, low upfront, high commission. And the first video is always the test, and if they break even in 30 days, then you would negotiate a batch of 3 to 4 videos at a discount. And another interesting thing is something I've seen a lot of bigger founders on Twitter do is they make the influencer the co-founder, and sometimes when a creator absolutely crushes, he brings them in as a co-founder. This gives them 3 advantages. Number 1 is guaranteed distribution. A creator with an audience can deliver the first 10k MRR instantly. That removes a huge chunk of launch risk. Number 2 is real product feedback. Creators are power users. They know exactly what resonates with real customers. And number 3 is infinite rapid iteration. You get unlimited scripts, funnels, angles, pricing tests, all through a partner who deeply understands content, and they're pretty much the marketing brain that becomes your secret weapon as a founder. So what is Luke's tech stack? Number one is Supabase as the database. I personally use Firebase. I just find it easier to work with Cursor. You have to do less manual things. He uses Next.js and Vercel for front end plus hosting, Sentry for debugging, Trigger.dev for heavy backend compute, Cursor plus Cloud Code, Nano Banana for AI image generation, and Gemini plus OpenAI for copywriting. And his marketing tools is Blime for finding creators, Loops for emails, and a dedicated tool for affiliate tracking. This stack is simple, fast, and scalable. So what is his costs and margins? He's extremely transparent with numbers. So his servers and compute is $100 per month. AI usage, because free users get 5 AI images, is 1.5K per month. The margins for Minia is 80%. Margins for DropMagic is about 70 to 80%, because he says he's still early testing. So once YouTube is dialed in, this becomes a machine, guys. So Luke says to use deadlines and milestones. If there's no traction, kill it, and that he wasted years believing in things just because he loved the logo. So again, guys, detach the ego, follow the data, move fast, stack attempts. That's how he ended up with 3 wins instead of 0. So in my opinion, Luke's story is a perfect example of the era we're in right now, which is a tiny team plus AI plus creator distribution. That combo becomes a real business, real revenue, and a repeatable playbook. And again, not every idea will work, guys, but when one hits, that's all that matters. And if you have distribution on lock, everything changes. So that's it for today's video. Leave a like and a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.